Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4 going to present about Asean Charter. Before we went through the presentations, let me introduce all the presenter. My name is Muhammad Amir Hakim bin Suzuki Eliazaki. Next, we have Nur Zaida Zairah binti Muhammad Zaidi. Siti Nur Amirah Nasuha binti Muhammad Amin going to be our third presenter. Our fourth presenter, Nur Alia Izlin binti Muhammad Razman. Siti Ainun binti Abdul Aziz are going to be last presenter for our presentations.
The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, is a unique alliance made up of 10 countries in the center of Southeast Asia. The ASEAN Charter was created as a framework for collaboration and advancement within the alliance. The organization's guiding ideas, goals, and institutional structure are outlined in the ASEAN Charter, which is also a constitution. It served a blueprint for our Southeast Asian community united by common ideals and dedication to regional collaboration. Consider the ASEAN Charter to be a set of guidelines for a welcoming community. It places a strong emphasis as respect for each nation's sovereignty, cooperation, and peace. It seeks to forge ASEAN into a more cohesive and powerful organization that will cooperate to improve the region's future. To properly carry out ASEAN's mission, the Charter establishes some entities and processes for decision-making and dispute resolution. It is a dynamic document that changes to meet Southeast Asia's evolving requirements and goals. The ASEAN Charter essentially paves the path for a better future for every one of its members by demonstrating the region's willingness for progress and unity. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Every country never will be free from the problem because they are developed frequently and must be with the efficiency. Hence, there are no exceptions for the ASEAN Charter. In general, there are three key legal issues raised by ASEAN Charter. Firstly, the legal personality of ASEAN Article 3. ASEAN Charter really states that ASEAN has been granted legal personality as an intergovernmental organization, and every international organization legal personality can be seen by two major reaches, domestic and international. In domestic dimension, ASEAN legal capacity may include the ability to retain and dispose of movable and immovable property, exclude, contract and engage in a legal process in the court to sue or defend itself. Besides, in the international dimension, the exercising ASEAN legal personality is more difficult as it have similar capability to the domestic dimension, such as the ability to own property outside of the ASEAN territory or to enter into commercial contract with a firm outside of the ASEAN region. Secondly is dispute settlement mechanism, or commonly called the SM. Thus, it must made as a rule based in ASEAN. Based on this issue, ASEAN must establish an effective DSM to handle any ASEAN-related dispute that may emerge between ASEAN member nations. Those three mechanisms member states can use to resolve dispute is dialogue, consultation, or negotiation. In fact, disputes to non-ASEAN issues still be resolved bilaterally if they threaten the regional peace and harmony. The issue is privilege and immunities known as PNI and consisting of three articles, which is Article 17, 18 and 19. The host country agreement of the 1979 complicates the interpretation of Article 18. Clearly, this agreement is the most important problem in PNI of the ASEAN Charter. In fact, this agreement addresses the eligibility of a specialist working with the ASEAN for PNI, even though these expert users are not all ASEAN nationals, since the majority of them are non-ASEAN. They are nevertheless eligible for PNI.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. In this section, I will explain about the implication of the establishment of the ASEAN Charter. In the Charter of Member States, there is a strong emphasis on the promotion of democracy and human rights, reflecting a collective commitment to this fundamental value and serve as a foundation of a charter. The Charter aims to foster democracy among the member nations by encouraging participation in decision-making and leader selection, promoting transparency, accountability, and the rules of law. Through a shared commitment to democracy, the Charter encourages the development of democratic institutions and behavior, ensuring that member states respect the principle of democracy both in text and in spirit. The Charter also underscores the protection of universal human rights that transcend cultural and geographical boundaries. Member states pledge to safeguard the dignity and well-being of all inhabitants within their boundaries, upholding and defending fundamental rights. The Charter strengthens the obligation to halt and rectify violence, including those of a political, social, economic, and cultural nature. Member states are also required to establish a legal framework to defend basic rights for all residents. The Charter of Member States represents a commitment to democracy and human rights, promoting unity, stability, and development in the region. By respecting these ideals, member nations upholding international standards and create a more inclusive future for their population and the region as a whole. The ASEAN Charter stands as a testament to the region's commitment to unity and stability. Central to its success is the principle of non-interference in member states' internal affairs, a cornerstone that upholds the sacred nature of sovereignty. This means that each nation has autonomy to make independent decisions about its government, politics, and internal policy. This commitment serves as a protective shield against external meddling, fostering an environment where member nations can collaborate with confidence. By respecting the diverse cultural, historical, and political origins of each ASEAN country, the Charter promotes regional integration through mutual respect and open communication. The beauty of ASEAN lies in its ability to facilitate harmonious cooperation while allowing member nations to maintain their unique identities and sovereign rights. This approach not only ensures stability but also cultivates diplomacy, understanding, and peaceful conflict resolution. In essence, the ASEAN Charter emphasis of sovereignty and non-interference reflects the organization's unwavering dedication to fostering cooperation, peace, and prosperity among the member nations. The ASEAN Charter serves as a pivotal instrument in advancing economic integration within Southeast Asia, primarily through the establishment of the ASEAN Economic Community (AEC). The AEC's core objective is to forge a unified market and manufacturing base achieved by dismantling trade barriers, promoting economic liberalization, and fostering collaboration among member nations. This initiative underscores the importance of free movement across goods, service, investment, and skilled labor paying at the way of the more robust, interconnected, and competitive regional economy. By endorsing the ASEAN Charter, the AEC solidifies its commitment to regional economic integration, envisioning a more interconnected economic landscape that enables member nations to fully unleash their developmental potential. As ASEAN progresses, the AEC remains a potential tool for advancing regional economic growth and cultivating shared prosperity among member nations and their population. In essence, the AEC stands as a cornerstone in ASEAN's pursuits of thriving and mutually beneficial region economic environment. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Now I will continue with the challenges of ASEAN Charter. One of the challenges that faced by ASEAN Charter is enforcement and compliance. The constant enforcement of member states' adherence to the values and obligations outlined in the Charter is one of the main challenges. Although the Charter lays forth a framework for cooperation and dispute settlement, it lacks effective enforcement tools, making it difficult to hold member states accountable for infringement. Next challenge is diverse political systems. ASEAN is made up of members with a variety of political structures, from democratic to totalitarian. Given that not all member states have the same goals or belief in these areas, it may be challenging to respect the Charter's commitment to democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. Furthermore, economic disparities is one of the challenges that ASEAN Charter faces. Achieving the objective of the ASEAN Economic Community is difficult due to the economic difference among ASEAN member states. In terms of trade, investment, and economic integration, some nations are noticeably more developed than others, and closing this gap is a difficult challenge. Last but not least is security challenges. Security issues for ASEAN include potential military wars and territorial dispute is the South China Sea. It may not always be possible to resolve this complicated issue using the conflict resolution and security cooperation process provided by the Charter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirul Hakim bin Suzuki Eliyazaki. Now I will conclude all about ASEAN Charter. In conclusions, the need for Charter become profoundly evident when we contemplate the intricate tapestry of human endeavor and the multifaceted nature of the organizations, institutions, and projects that underpins our society. The essence of this need is deeply rooted in the fundamental challenges that intricacies that human society face as they evolve and expand. For example, the complexity of human endeavors. Human beings are inherently innovative and enterprising. We embark on multitude of endeavors, from forming governments to establishing businesses, launching community initiatives, and conducting scientific research. These endeavors are not only diverse but also exceedingly intricate, often involving a myriad of stakeholders, rules, and objectives. Besides that, Charter also acted as protection and regulations. Charter are not just about providing a roadmap, they also embody a commitment to protections and regulations. Whether it is safeguarding individual rights within a nation's constitutions, ensuring responsible corporate governance, or outlining the principle of online community guidelines, Charter are designed to uphold the integrity and value of the entity they represent. In sum, Charters serve as an indispensable pillar of structure and governance in the ever-expanding landscape of human activity. They are the result of a deep recognition that in our intricate and multifaceted world, clarity, order, and a shared sense of purpose are essential for harmonious coexistence and effective operations. Charters are the answer to the questions of how to navigate the complexity and to ensure the viability of countless organizations, institutions, and projects that shapes our modern society.